What's up, Nation? I'm Rock Var, live here with you on Var Nation, hanging out in DC Universe Online with Bodie and Lyda. You can hear them in the background. Bodie's having a balloon party, and we are ready to get back into the game. Thank you, guys. Well, for those of you who have stuck with me, the hard times are over. My crazy work schedule is done until this time next year, and I'm back to the schedule that keeps me live and keeps me streaming, keeps me YouTubing, and playing DCUO. So we will be back starting today. We'll be back on our regularly scheduled every other day program, and so I'll be streaming every other day starting today. I'll also be able to start popping videos up on off days so that we can get back to our daily uploads, because there is a lot of stuff happening in DC Universe Online, guys. A lot of stuff, and we're going to talk about it tonight. The anniversary event is up live on PC Test. You've probably seen a couple videos about that popping up on other channels. We don't have PC Test, so we won't be able to do that, but I am going to go through and give you a heads up what this year's event is going to look like, and give you not so much a sneak peek because you can't see it, but maybe a sneak listen to what's going to be going on. And so the first thing that I'm going to do real quick, though, is I do have to set up my stream while we're talking about it, and then we'll jump in real quick to our new sub shout-outs. It looks like we may have a new sub from the last time. Our subs stood strong. I was worried about it, guys. I was seriously a little bit worried because the last time I took any kind of a break, I lost a bunch of subs, and so I don't think we streamed for the past week straight, and I apologize for that, but it just, everything got so out of control with work, and then when I was finally off work, I couldn't see. I was so exhausted, and I didn't even want to think about touching a keyboard, but that time has passed, and we are now back to my regular work schedule, which means we're back to our regular YouTubing schedule. So Legendary Superman, what's up, Legendary Superman? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. And I think maybe I'm mistaken here, but do you have the alt rock clone, or is that somebody else? Countries. That was my wife in the background. No, it was not a Yeti. My wife burps like a man. She's got a very manly burp. I believe I've got everything set up here. Let's save it, and we'll go do our new sub shout-outs. Let's go. Yeah? If we can even see him. I don't know. Sometimes, a lot of times when people sub, I don't know who they are because it doesn't tell me, because they don't show who they sub to and whatnot. So let's go see. We have 377 subs now, which is actually up. Ridiculous Robot subbed, looks like 2 weeks ago. King Crazy is here, looks like about 2 weeks ago. So we haven't gotten any updates since with the new subs, so we don't know who they are, but we definitely want to thank them for being cool and subbing to us. Legendary Superman says, yes, he is Rock Clone. Well, thanks, buddy. That's a kick-ass name. I'm glad you have it. Just wanted to make sure I put the right person to the tune, so to speak, and I have to admit, it makes me feel super cool. Lyda thought it was awesome, too. She really liked it. So, okay, well, let's get over and start doing what we said we were going to do. So as you guys know, every year now, we're going to have an event in DC Universe Online. It is it's to celebrate the anniversary of DC Universe Online. And basically it started, this will be the second time that we've done it. It's going to be it's supposed to be an annual thing, and so every 12 months, or every this time, to celebrate the launch of the game, we're going to do this anniversary event titled Attack of the AntiMonitor. And last year I have to say it was very successful. I enjoyed the shit out of it. Um, it was a fun time. It helped us. It was really what kind of sparked them to realize, hey, we need to start making more things event-like. Because after that event came out, basically we had several DLCs that had event-like structures to where it was open for players 10 and up. Everybody could go in. It had scaling gear. That's the same kind of thing that we're going to see this year. There's going to be some adjustments, some new additions. Some things are being changed, altered. Not too much. It's sticking with the core elements that it brought to the table that made it so successful. So that's, in my opinion, that's going to be a refreshing kind of a thing. Because right now we've got the holiday seasonal going on. Season's Greetings is happening. And we're going to talk a little bit about what has been going on in Season's Greetings so far this year. And quite honestly, I am pleased with it. They have made some changes. I don't know if you guys have noticed over the past couple seasonals, they've started making some very subtle changes with how the feats work, what you get to qualify for the feats, and those types of things. Because in years past, the way that it's worked has been, the seasonal event comes out, you spam it, you get the marks. A lot of times the rewards were very minimal as far as how many marks you would get. You'd put a lot of time and effort into doing it. It was a hell of a grind for the month, 2 months sometimes that they would be going on. At the end of the grind, you're buying a shit ton of base items to try and get the feats. You're trying to complete collections, which they've gone back and forth with whether those collections have been on the broker or how you can obtain them. And quite honestly, in the beginning it was fun. Over the next few years, it kind of got grindish. Of course, when you're talking about an MMO, that's what you're talking about. It's a grind. That's the point of it. If it wasn't, we'd be playing another MMO because that's what for the most part, that's what we as an audience enjoy from our game. So, but at some point, when a game like this has existed for this many years, I mean, you're talking 6+ years of the same content happening each time of the year. They do things, or they want to do things, or they need to do things to freshen it up and to make it more exciting. And so the only way to do that at this point, because they're not doing it with the content itself, they're not changing the content itself, everything's staying the same, they're doing it with the rewards. And so at this point we've got pretty much the same type of rewards, but things are working out differently. So we're getting feats for things that we normally wouldn't have necessarily got feats for. We're not getting feats for things that we would have normally gotten feats for. I mean, normally when the seasonal started, the thing to do would be jump in, grind the shit out of it, and buy every base item that you could, because that's what's going to get you a feat. You need to get the base items, you need to get the style items. If you want to complete the collections to get some kind of a title, you can do that. If you don't, it's not a big deal, whatever. But you gotta buy all the stuff in order to get the feats. Well, this year things are different. This year, and I'm touching on this at the beginning of the broadcast because I want to explain this tree that's behind me to those of you who may not know what's up with it. So first we're gonna go and check out the feats, and you can see when I scroll down here to seasonal, go down to Season's Greetings. I've already completed one. And the only thing that I had to do was, where was it? Oh man, I'm gonna have to go through all of this. Collect the Light of Volthum collection item, which is a 2-star feat. And that was a collection that you had to do in order to get the feat. Unbeknownst to me, it was a one-piece collection. Even though it shows that there's 12 of them, you only had to get the first one to collect the feat. That item, along with one of the style items that you have to get, because you have to collect the and it's not showing here, but for a style feat, you have to collect the style items, which is it's the enhanced cold or whatever. Or it's not enhanced until you make it that way, but it's the new version of the Captain Cold stuff. You have to get all of those pieces, but this year you do not have to collect all of the base items. The only base items you have to collect is the Joker Holiday Tree, the Joker Holiday Wreath, the Riddler Holiday Tree, and the Riddler Holiday Wreath. Those are the only ones you have to collect, and it's a 1-star feat. I only need one more. And it's basically the rest of the base items, which there are a ton of cool base items. I think we went over them in the last stream. You don't have to collect for a feat. But you do if you want to get this new snazzy 4-star feat, which is a new thing that they've started doing. Collect all of the 12 Days of Christmas light collections. When you do that, you will get the Fairy Lights aura, which Lida would probably kill someone for. I think that I saw her actually outside today with a sniper rifle, pinging people's internet service to see who was playing DCUO, and she was going to snipe whoever got that and take it from them. So be careful. If you happen to just get that collection and you get that Fairy Lights aura, and then all of a sudden you don't know where you are, it's because Lida sniped you and took your aura. It could happen. She's done things like that before.
How do you think I got booed?
So anyway, but yeah. So the reason that I heard you, she said, yeah, you wouldn't have sniped me or else I wouldn't be here. But the reason that I brought all that up is this snazzy new gift that I've got behind me right now. This is what's it called? I'll show you what it is here in a minute. This is right now on the broker for all players. You've probably seen the announcements. Hopefully some of you have seen it. Hopefully you've seen it on other people's channels maybe. I don't know. But at any rate, DCU has been tweeting about it and putting posts on Facebook about it all week. You go to the broker, to the redeem claim window, and you get your tree. It's absolutely free to all players. Go and you get your tree, and then every day for the next 12 days, it's going to give you a present. When you go up and activate it, it's going to give you a present. And what it gave me today was that collection piece that I talked about earlier that gave me the 2-star feat, and it gave me the Arctic Gear face style, which is modeled after, or excuse me, not Arctic Gear, Absolute Zero, which is modeled after Captain Cold, which is what I'm wearing right now. Change it to red so you can see it better. Which, oddly enough, looks exactly like the other Captain Cold goggles that we have, but that's okay. Because how else are they going to look? It's Captain Cold's goggles. That's how they have to look. But those two things drop today. And tomorrow, there will be more to drop from it. And in fact,
You better go get mine.
I already did. Lida's telling me I need to go get hers. I have already done it, my dear. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go over and read to you exactly what is going to drop what days. And I believe I can do that from their post on December 1st on the website. Let's see if it does. Maybe not. Aha! Classic Holiday Gift Tree is the name of it. Says once you have it claimed, put this wondrously festive tree in your base and mark your calendars. You will be able to interact with the Classic Holiday Gift Tree once a day from December 11th through December 22nd, each day receiving a special holiday gift package. Gift packages will include marks, holiday leaves, other special presents, in addition to a unique collection item specific to each of the 12 days. Collect all 12 and you'll receive a really special present and feats to mark the occasion. So, and I'm guessing, this would be my guess. I'm guessing that's how you get the, because I've not been getting drops really. I'm wondering if that's not how you get that aura. I don't know. Maybe that's for the.
You have a picture of it?
No, Sarah. Well, maybe. Come and look at it. You're gonna have to walk this way. Walk this way. That's the picture. They don't say anything about the aura. It's just, so I don't know if that's it or not.
That has to be it.
Might be. But it says, did you hear what I had said?
No.
Okay, we'll read it later. It says, miss a day, don't sweat it. Prior day's gifts will be made available on the seasonal vendor for holiday leaves. So if you don't collect your gift each day, you're gonna have to go pay leaves for it. For alts, or for anybody who might get too busy to log in and open their presents day of. Tree and gifts are claimable once per account. It does not have a list. I could have swore they gave us a list of what days there were going to be specific gifts. Maybe if I click, nope. Let's do this. Let me go check the news section. News. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, mister.
Huh? I guess not. Well, that is frickin' weird. I could swear to God I saw a list. Maybe I'm just smoking crack again. I don't know. If I find it, I will definitely report on it. So that is the reason I'm standing in front of the tree. And the way that you get that is you just go to your marketplace, assuming that it opens, because I had an error here before we started the stream, and you go to your redeem claim window, and your tree should be right at the top, which mine's not because I collected it, but it would be right there. Legendary Superman is on DCUO. Nice, man. I just saw you log in. See him? Rock clone. He's my boy. He might even look like me. I don't know. You should have access to my base since you're a league member, man. If you want to come and hang out with me while I'm going through this stuff, I would love to see your tune. I would love to see what a clone of me looks like. Okay, so anyway, getting to the Attack of the AntiMonitor anniversary event. So this is what I'm most excited about as far as looking to the future. We will have new content coming out in January. I don't know what that looks like yet. I don't know what all it involves, but at least as of right now, we have this to look forward to for sure. So this is a post that comes from Meps. He put it on the forums in the announcement section. Looks like Friday. And it says the event is back, featuring open world missions, the Centennial Collapse Raid, a new daily solo mission / instance, and a ton of new feats, styles, and rewards. Open your mission journal and look for monitoring the situation, which you can't do yet, but you'll be able to do eventually. Or queue up for Centennial Collapse in the on-duty menu to get started. Here's what's new this year. Dun 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 dun. That's my new this year song. New solo mission / instance, a world past hope and fear. A mysterious portal has appeared nearby, and a researcher has gone missing. It's up to you to investigate just where exactly this portal leads and what became of the missing researcher. Look for this mission in the antimatter invasion zone. New style and base items in this. It says unlock a new style-only gear set inspired by Fracture, the original Exobyte enhanced superhero. I have no flippin' idea who Fracture is, unless Fracture is the dude who, a long time ago when the game launched, I don't know if you guys remember, they didn't actually, I mean, they had the Justice League kind of on the cover of the game. They were there, you could see them, but it was actually more centered on this, like, random tune. I don't know And now I hear that's probably Fracture, who was the first exobyte enhanced superhero. So I'm guessing that's his costume. I don't know. I'll try to do a video about it, and get into some more detail to show pictures and stuff like that of what the gear looks like, because I'm pretty sure they're available. But as for right now, we'll just do it this way. Thanks, XSplit, for screwing me over. I can't show things on the web right now because they suck. It says look for the Exobyte Boost styles on the vendor for accordion crowns. The enhanced versions of the style can be crafted with recipes also found at the vendor. Discover 2 new collections for a title and a new Fourth World New God aura. Ooh. And new Brainiac-inspired base items. That's cool. This is the big news that I think Kryptonian fans are going to love. There is a new base pet, Crypto. Adopt a new base pet, Crypto. Make sure to pick up his doggy food bowl and bed to keep him comfortable in your base or lair. He's available on the vendor for accordion crowns. And that is... oh, of course Lyda wants that, for sure.
Yeah, ISIS, so I want that.
Okay, you get neither. I'm joking with you. Of course we're going to all have Crypto. Let's see.
I want this bird to have it too.
We will all have Crypto, trust me. Don't worry about having Crypto. There are 3, there's new artifacts and artifact equipment slot. Wow, see, that was fast. Here they come with the new artifact stuff already. The new artifacts launch with the anniversary event. Complete the event's pointer mission, monitoring the situation, and you will be able to choose any one of the 3 as your reward. All 3 will also be available from John Constantine in your headquarters. Scrap the Soul Cloak. It's gives your stats power, health, and might. Wow. The ability that it comes with is Soul Trap. It's a passive. It increases the maximum supercharge regeneration, and reduces supercharge ability cooldowns. There will be one called the Legionnaire Sparring AI. The stats are precision, health, and dominance. It is a predictive counter-strike. It's a passive. Countering an enemy grants control, immunity, and a precision and weapon damage buff for a short time. Oh, Rock Clone, my base that I'm in right now is called I think it's called Var Penthouse. Let me go check and make sure that I have given... Yeah, you should be able to come here. It's called, if you look under, if you go to your teleporter and you look under bases, find my name, and it'll be Var Penthouse. Let's see. Oh, okay, and the last one is called Parasite's Power Harness. The stat is Vit, Health, and Power. The power distribution is passive. It's hitting an enemy with a controller debuff increases group members' power and precision for a short time. This stacks for each time of controller debuff on the target. That is sweet, and I hope that it gives controllers incentive to stay in control role and actually use the debuffs, because it is badly needed in the game. Says, please note, shortly after the anniversary event has begun, they will be launching a second artifact equipment slot. This will allow you to equip 2 artifacts at a time and reap their combined benefits. The second artifact slot is not yet enabled. That's kick-ass. Because of this, they will temporarily disable the ability for players to use existing artifacts as fuel for new ones when the event launches next year. What the fuck? They want to prevent players from mistakenly destroying their current artifacts before they realize they will be able to use both their old ones and the new one with the second slot. Not sure I quite understand what they mean by disable. But, you know, whatever. It's going to keep us from screwing up our artifact, is all I know at this point. Hey, it looks like he's here. Let's go and greet him. Let's take Isis with us.
Careful. Be careful when you run around naked.
Maybe.
Look, Papa.
Maybe upstairs?
Bodie's playing Free Willy.
Nope, downstairs. Am I looking at... I'm looking at Isis. Never mind. Isis, you shut up.
Hey.
Oh, I got a gift. An autumn... Isis just gave me a poop leaf. Thanks, Isis. You're a real champ. Let's see. Okay, so also it says updates and adjustments that are being made once we do the actual event. It says a variety of adjustments have been made to the event based on feedback from last year. Centennial Collapse, there are several changes to this. The Centennial Collapse raid has been changed from a daily loadout to or a lockout to a weekly lockout. Well, son of a bitch, who said they wanted that? I would rather have it daily. It's like, what? We're making these changes based on your feedback. Oh yeah, by the way, you told us you wanted to be able to do this less. Seriously, I doubt that, but okay. Currency rewards and replay costs have been adjusted to match the lockout change. So that means they will most likely cost more because the lockout is longer. So we apparently asked for more expensive replays. Also, God, I'm gonna find. I want to find out who made that suggestion and be like, "What the shit is your problem?" They're like, "Oh, you know what my main concern about the event is? We get to do it too much and it costs too little." No one ever fucking said that. No one. Seriously, no one ever said that. Shadow Dragon, hey man, how's it going? Thanks for joining the stream, brother. Do I see my son? Yeah, I see him. What? Put some pants on that boy.
He's been running around Free Willy in it.
Bodhi started this new thing now, and it's not new to everyone. Bolt Light, what's up? He takes off during the diapening, is what we call it when you diaper the child. We call it the diapening. The diapening has begun! And he takes off, and so he was just running around in the living room, butt hanging out. Which, you know, that's fine with me. If I was in charge of things, men wouldn't wear pants anyway, because they just get in the way. Like, I don't enjoy pants. Actually, that's not true. I enjoy shorts. I don't enjoy pants. Long pants are for losers. That's my motto. Real men wear shorts. Sometimes they don't wear shorts, but mostly they wear shorts.
He can control whether or not he pees.
So anyway, so we're talking about the event. Shadow, I'm glad you're on because, Jeezy Pete's, look at that. People just realized we were streaming. It's because I normally don't stream until this time, actually. That's another thing, too, guys. Streams are going to start getting varying as far as earliness again because I don't necessarily have to wait until 10. But I might anyway. I don't know. It just depends. But, yeah, we're back to the good old every other night schedule. Work time is back to normal. So thank God that shit's over. Man, we worked all year to get to that point. And then once that's over, it's like, damn. Now we start again. Getting ready for the next one. But that's cool because the preparation part is what I truly enjoy. Today was a fun day at work. Like I enjoy what I do, and so getting back to what I enjoy doing is awesome. Not that I don't necessarily enjoy what I've been doing for the past couple of months, but it gets old real fast. It's kind of cool at first, And then it's like playing the game, only not playing a game. It's like a grind. You know, I'm entering data, and it's how fast and accurate you can be at doing it over and over and over and over again, for 3 months, from 8 a.m. until like 8 p.m. And that's what it is. And so the last couple days are a blur. We got through it though, and it was a successful season. Thank God. And now we can go back to doing what we do. So it'll be a lot more streaming. I'm going to try and get back to daily uploads, do a stream every other day, do an upload on off days. My next upload will probably be about this event, because I can see after reading through this I'm going to have to go into some more detail about stuff and show some pictures and whatnot. So that may be happening tomorrow. I'm going to tell you right straight up front, guys, the first week I'm going to get back into things gradually, because what I noticed was when work ended on Thursday was the last day of the enrollment season. So when work ended Thursday, and then we came back in, it was kind of a wrap-up day on Friday. But I actually on Friday got off work at what you would consider a normal time, and actually this is the first weekend I've had off since the whole thing started, and it starts October 15th. So it's been a while since I've had a full weekend off. We've had a day, but to have a full weekend off, and like all I wanted to do, Saturday I thought about streaming, honestly did, but I was actually enjoying playing the game so much, and I haven't been able to do much actual game time, that I didn't. Like we just ended up getting lost in DCWO and enjoying some family time. And then Sunday, all I wanted to do was sleep. Today, it was fun to get back into like what I like doing as far as work is concerned. But after work, it was just like I had no real ambition to do anything. Like I would be perfectly happy just sitting and not moving. My fingers, my hands, my brain, I just kind of want to stare at blankness for a while. And so it'll take me a minute to get back into the swing of things, but I will. And by the end of the week, it'll be like the break never happened. But I do appreciate all you guys for hanging with me through that. Unfortunately, it is going to happen every year, but it's how we survive, and it's how we, make a difference in the real world. So Lena's singing. But anyway, so back to this list of things that people apparently asked for that I would never in my entire life ask for. Based on feedback from last year, changes are happening to the Centennial collapse. The Centennial collapse rate has been changed from a daily lockout to a weekly lockout. Nobody asked for that. Currently, rewards and replay costs have been adjusted to match the lockout change. Guarantee nobody asked for that. This one, I can see, reduced the crowd control from AntiMonitor. Yeah, that son of a bitch was angry last year. Like, the crowd control was off the hook. But I could have muscled through it. But that's a cool thing. Thank you guys for that, because that'll make that a little bit more exciting and less dreadful. They reduced the health on antimatter shards and the AntiMonitor, which is also cool. That was the event. It wasn't necessarily that it was hard to stay alive, but I mean it kind of was. But he was hard to beat, and those shards are bitches. So I'm glad that that's getting some adjustment. They reduced the Quirdians protecting the antimatter shards, which is also cool. So 3 out of the 5 I can see people definitely asked for. Those first 2, whoever asked for those, it's just sucking up. They're like, what do you want to see change this year? And they're like, I want you to make it harder on everybody. And they're like, you kiss ass. Hey, there he is. Rock Clone found his way to the stream. How is it going, my man? Are you in? See if I can switch over. There we are. In group. Are you in group chat, man? Can you hear me? He may not be. pump them up there just in case. I'm going to leave it in this chat if you come on. I want to say hello to you in person. You do look exactly like me. That is very cool. I dig your outfit. I dig that a lot. I especially like the radio thing on your shoulder. It's like a GPS or something. Look at my clone. We even have the same freckles. Look at our faces. Exactly the same.
Dude.
Look at that. He is totally my clone. You got the hair exactly right too, man. I don't know if you tried to do that or not, but it's not the hair piece I wear right now, but it's the exact same color. It's just a different style of brushing. That's how I brushed my hair for years, though, so. That is awesome. And he's, my clone is also Rage, so he's definitely my clone. You look like you might be a little taller than me. Not really. I'm jealous. It's the shoes. It's totally the shoes. That is awesome. Well, thanks for joining me here in what I'm going to call studio. Oh! There he is. There he is.
Hello.
Hey, man. How are you doing?
Good.
Well, good. Can you turn the stream down a little bit? I can hear your echoing in the background, or is that how you're hearing me? There we go.
I turned it down.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, dude, I gotta say, this is super cool. I feel like I'm meeting me for the first time. And I have to say, you're a very handsome guy.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I was in here for I was here for like a minute because I had another character. I was here like in 2013.
Yeah.
But I had to do a hiatus. Yeah. It was
got you.
My person was called Kryptonian Gladiators. My name was Kryptonian Gladiators.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But.
So yeah, man. So were you in this league also?
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. So you go back in the league.
Yeah.
Nice.
So they got this character, and then I got Rock's clone.
Nice.
No, I got this character, and then I got Rift's son, JLA.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember seeing that one.
I have yeah, and then I have a new character called Multiverse Superman. That he just looking around.
That's cool.
Saving the world for people.
Yeah, well, it's a busy job. Yeah. You know, there's a lot to save.
I know.
So yeah, man. Well, you've been playing a lot recently, so you got to come back pretty much. And how long have you been back in the game since your hiatus?
I've been back. I'll play like on Saturdays, but I try to get up there, but I don't have a legendary, so I'm trying to get a legendary so I can go up there.
I gotcha. Well, that's cool, man.
Yeah, so I can do all the other raids.
Yeah.
But
then you can hang out. This is a fairly new one. Did you change the name or did you start a new tune?
I started a new tune.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, because I have two tunes. I mostly use this one because I went back to like the old days when you were Rage, so I wanted to bring that one back because you were Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm glad you are Rage. That's awesome. I'm eventually going to go back, but not right now.
I need to. I'm level 23, trying to do some missions, but I'm trying to like level up.
Yeah. Is this the what top are you wearing right now? Is that the cold stuff or?
It's the Arctic Arctic gear.
Nice.
It's from the seasonal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That looks cool. I really dig that.
I was trying to get the pants.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm like I have it, but I have to do the the seasonal.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have to do that, and I haven't got to doing that yet.
gotcha.
So
That's
yeah,
cool. Well,
because
looking at
when I got in there, I did it before, and then these people.
were they dick holes? Are you still
Yeah.
there? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't get to
Yeah. When I
complete
went
it?
in there, yeah, I didn't get it completed because look, there were some low level people, but I was like, I was doing good with people, and then they kept on leaving. Like it was only just
Oh,
me and the other person, and then one person that disconnected, and then nobody else that wanted to come in. So I couldn't do it by myself. If I could, I
yeah.
would have.
Yeah.
But
I hear you, man. I've been in that situation before too, and people just keep coming in and out, and it's like, good God, it, or somebody doesn't
yeah,
know what to
I've been
do,
watching the
and
streams when you wanted to put on role reversal, so people can go in the actual role.
yeah.
Like, yeah, when I'm on this character, I mostly do tank of damage, cause
Oh, that's cool.
that's what most people they need. But
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely do. And in some cases with the seasonal, it's good to have a healer and a controller, but you don't really need them in there now. They've kind of made it so
yeah,
that you can go on without. But a couple of the things, I've just got a few more here on the list of changes to the anniversary event that we're going through. It looks like the vendor, they're making some changes to costs. They have reduced costs actually on it this year, so that's cool. Um, this
yeah.
is what I'm confused by this next one though. It says that last year's anti-monitor gear has had its maximum item level increased to item level 192. So does that mean the gear that I already had from last year, if I still had it in my inventory, would go up? Because that would be awesome, except for I didn't save any of it. So um, that would suck.
Oh,
I think they're talking about just the attuned
yeah.
stuff though. Um,
I
Oh,
think so.
the other thing cool about the new event this year, or not about the new event, but that they fixed is the open world solo missions can now be replayed. Last year you could only do them one time and it sucked, and so this year
Yeah,
you'll actually be able to
yeah,
replay those.
yeah.
So that's cool.
How'd you get the thing, the Christmas trees? Cause I
Um,
just saw that.
yeah, the base item Christmas trees come from the event. You can buy them with the holly leaves. The one that's in the middle is actually free. You go to the market and go to the redeem claim window, and it'll be there.
Mhm.
And that thing gives you a gift every day for the next 12 days. So you can interact with it, and it
Oh.
gives you like it gave me the. I think today you'll get a collection piece that gives you a 2-star feat, and then it's also going to give you the new Captain Cold glasses. So you won't really have to end up buying those off the vendor as long as you got your tree.
Yeah, they gave me a classic holiday gift tree.
Yeah. So yeah, man, collect that and put it up in your base, and then when you go to your base, you'll just select the tree, and you have to do it every day. If you don't do it, you'll miss the gift. Um,
Oh.
it'll show up on the vendor, but you'll have to pay holly leaves for it. This way, it's free. And so from today through, I think the 20, I'm not sure how many days it was. Oh well, I just had it up and then I left it through the what did what'd you say, Lida? The 22nd. So from today through the 22nd, you'll get a gift every day from it. And it sounds like to me, from
Oh.
reading it, it sounds like they're going to end up giving you um, a piece of that collection every day. So that'd be cool. And then if you do get a piece of gear, you won't really have to run the event, except for you can save all of those marks to try and get that aura that Lida's going to beat me to death if I don't get for her. So that's one thing
Oh. Yeah.
I'm trying to do it every day. And the key, I'll tell you this, the secret to knocking those out fairly quickly is do the seasonal on your alts too. So do it once per character, and then like for example, if you're trying to buy the base items, you can buy them with your alts, ship them to your main tune, and then save the marks from that main tune to get the big item that you want. Because they're doing the totem right now this year is a ping bot, and I really want a ping bot in my base. Look at that. We're even moving at the same time. We are totally... You are totally my clone. So where would you have been made? Is this a Cadmus thing, or who's responsible for cloning me?
It's like a Cadmus thing. It's like they did with Superman, but
nice.
It's like match. You know how they do with the thing?
Yeah.
Like I'll be like match.
Nice. So are you evil then, or are you good also?
I'm good.
You're good. That's good.
It's like. Yeah.
You're like I am. It's like it depends. Like, how much have you pissed me off? How much money have you offered me?
Yeah.
Like I have morals.
It's like when I'm going to when I go into alerts. When I go into alerts with this guy.
Yeah.
And people don't want to do anything, I just stay in the back and just like, I'm gonna let you do this right now. Right now.
I gotcha. I had to do that yesterday. I went into an alert. I don't remember. I think it was a 4-player, and all of a sudden, I know we're moving at the same time. Lida's laughing at us. All of a sudden, the dude, 2 people in the alert just went like up and stood by the door of this room, and they weren't doing anything. Oh, it was the seasonal, actually. I went in. 2 of us were actually doing the seasonal. 2 people went over and were standing by the door, and they basically were just watching us do it. So I went and grabbed aggro on the old dude there, the boss, and pulled him over to them. So he was basically right on top of them, and they had to start fighting because they were getting hit. And I was like, yeah, man. That's how I'll fix that from now on. I'll just start pulling stuff to them, because that happens more and more often. People are just like, I don't know if you can tell when something's come up or somebody's got something to do, and because they'll be standing in a real awkward spot, will just like disappear, and their tune's just standing there getting beat on. But when somebody actually walks up to a safe spot, honey, how about get out of my chair? Bodie is going nuts on my keyboard. Here. But if they actually make a conscious effort to go and stand in a safe spot, they're just trying to collect for doing nothing. And so that used to happen a lot in duos, because like you can't kick people in duos. So you end up stuck in there with somebody who's not doing anything, and your only option is to leave.
They did that. They did it to me before. I did a duo. It was what was it again? It was one of the duos on there. It was like the first one you can do for tier 1.
Yeah.
The one you have to do ISIS with Black Adam and them.
Oh yeah.
That person, I had it. I had to do it 4 times because somebody went in there as a 148 and didn't want to help me get through it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I had to do it. I was like, okay.
Gotcha. Shadow said in the chat, he said the anniversary event has the most deadbeats. I could see that, because everybody in the game can go and play that, and so and a lot of them don't really maybe don't do a whole lot of content if it's new tunes and stuff like that. So they're like, hey, take me through. I remember being out there in the open world and just getting question after question, like, hey, can you buy me this free stuff? Hey, how'd you get that? Can you give me one? I'm like, no, I can't. Damn it.
Do you know a good loadout for Rage? Because you did one on, when you did your Superman Prime. When you did that one? Yeah, I was trying to get that loadout, but I couldn't even, I know I'm not level 30, but I wanted to keep it in my mind, so I know which one.
Well, hold on a second. Let me switch tunes. I'll have to regroup you when I come in, but I'll be right back and I'll show you that loadout, because I don't have it memorized, but I can definitely tell it to you. So I'll be right back. Because this is a good... It's a good loadout for both melee and range, I think. I've only used it with this tune, so I don't know how hard hitting it is, but I do know that my boy Tom is using a similar loadout, and he's doing pretty good with it.
Superman. The Watchtower's orbital perimeter sensors detected a spacecraft entering Earth's atmosphere. It crash-landed in Smallville, and I'm concerned for the people there. Head over there and provide support for Dr. Weaver and Star Labs.
Alright, we're back in the chat. And I'm gonna come, I'll find you here.
Yeah, I'm in the penthouse.
Oop. Get your voice volume back up there. Sorry, man, that's an adjustment on my end I have to make. I'm not sure if this guy has access to... Well, I should be in that league, so... Go warp to my base and see. I think I have access to that base with this tune. If not, I'll just tell it to you.
Yeah.
Smart boy. You're the smartest little boy ever.
My guy's so little, it's gonna be weird standing next to you. You're gonna be a giant.
Mm-hmm.
Have you updated your map?
Maybe, but I definitely need to update my generator so that I can use it. And let's go.
Buddy, Aiden. No.
Here we go. Oh, looky there. Oh my God, you're huge. I'm just a little skipper.
Yep.
So let me go and look at the loadout, and I'll tell you what it is. So this is the one that that Tom had me using, and that Tom's another guy who takes part in the stream from time to time. He started with Galing Eruption, and you clip in Severe Punishment, and then use Berserk as your supercharge that you can clip that in if you need to. So you hit those two things right off the bat. So Galing Eruption, then Severe Punishment, then Berserk. If you don't have Berserk, just skip that. And then you're going to go Outrage and do the combo. So it's like hit it and then do it 3 more times. And then you're going to jump to Dreadful Blast, do that, and just alternate back. It's just the same thing over and over again. So
yeah, I'm on one level from Galen Eruption. So
oh, gotcha. So you don't have that quite yet.
Yeah, but
there's one you can use in the place of that.
You smart man.
I don't know if you have access to Plasma Retch yet. You can use Plasma Retch for your damage over time, and you can actually jump cancel that, so it's a lot quicker.
Yeah, I have Plasma Wrench.
That's cool. So you just use that in its place until you get it. The real reason to use, I used to use Plasma Retch as my only damage over time, because back in the day one was the might would cancel the might, but you could flip one to precision. So eventually I would use both of them. But Galing Eruption or Plasma Retch hits in front of you in a cone shape, so it's cool as long as your targets are in front of you. But the advantage to having the other is that it fills up the whole room, and so then you're hitting targets that are all around you. So it really just depends on what kind of content you're in. But for like a single boss, Plasma Retch is, in my opinion, the better one to use anyway. So, but yeah, I'll try to do an updated video on that. I did a rage video so long ago that you'd probably have to go back into like, 150 videos ago that I made in order to find it. And this was way before the stat revamp, and it was slightly shortly after Rage first came out, and I didn't get a lot of.
I picked the wrong, like, the artifact.
Yeah.
Most of the artifacts, I picked the wrong one. I wanted to pick like the supercharged one, the only one that uses supercharge, but I picked the one that was tank. But,
gotcha. Well, you can get another one.
I don't know. Yeah.
But they, and then what I was reading earlier on the stream, they're going to have new artifacts coming out soon. We'll be able to use 2 at the same time, which will be kick-ass. As you'll be able to pick one that, if you got one that does some crowd control stuff, or if you got stuff that's more geared towards tanking, you can use your DPS one at the same time and get both benefit. So that's pretty neat. I'm digging that. So I think we're getting close to time, so I'm going to go ahead and call it. Dude, thank you so much for joining me on the stream. It's been a super, super pleasure. You're welcome anytime. Definitely, thanks for being a sub and joining in chats. I want to thank Bolt Light, Shadow Dragon, of course, Legendary Superman, but that's you, and everyone else who hung with us here during the stream. I'll be back on, should be Wednesday night. So Wednesday night we'll jump back on here and we'll probably do more seasonal stuff, less talking, more playing. But outside of that, man, we will see you all back then. If you're not subbed to the channel yet, please do sub. We do our new sub shoutouts at the beginning of every stream. You can subscribe to us on Twitter to follow when we'll stream and what we'll be streaming about at _nation. But for Lida and Bodie and Rock Clone, this is Rockvar saying game on. Play on. I said it wrong. Holy shit, I said my own catchphrase wrong. That's alright. I'm allowed to be wrong every once in a while. I'll see you guys later.
I know.